Some questions, please, to each of them. Yes, please. There is a first question there. Can you provide the... yes, there. To who is addressed the question, please?
Mr. Matash. Yeah. Umberto Martinez from Textile Express. To Mr.
A little bit more louder.
To Mr. Matash, you have in one of your slides a magical word, which is traceability. And I think this is a key word because in the recycling business, it seems to be a loss of performance when you are recycling and recycling. So how do you deal with that?
Yes, a little bit louder. Even me, I don't hear
You
you very
haven't?
good. Yes? Closer.
Well, okay, I talk louder.
Yes, please.
In one of your slides, there was a word about traceability.
About what?
Tracking.
Traceability.
Traceability, yeah.
So the thing is, in recycling, it uses to be a problem, an issue, how to keep the performance of the fiber, especially when you recycle twice or 3 times the same material. So how do you deal with this? How do you manage that?
Yes, just push it.
Okay, the traceability of all these textiles are made by third parties. In the case of the GRES, the Global Recycle Standard, this is made by Control Union, okay? And they control all the process from the fiber, from the used fiber, and pre-consumer or post-consumer, they register all the yarns and all the compositions that you are able to make technically, and then you follow from the fiber to the garment. This is followed by this control union. Is a third party. Okay, this is, for example, on Inditex, all the garments that are under the Joint Life program. Okay, either because it's fibers, yarns, or finishings, okay, this is all controlled by Control Union. In the case of Remo, this is a brand in the north of Europe that they also provoke the supply chains. So they put in contact everyone, the fiber, the spinner, the weaver or knitter, and the confection, and he has made a supply chain in order to control everything. That everything is true. I mean, for this to be realistic, we need to be clear and transparent. If not, this will not be trustable, okay? And these platforms, what they do is they control all the process. If you take the code of that workwear, okay, you will see in the sheet that appears that everyone appears there, okay, and this is being followed by this party. And this is the only way to really believe on this is that the final consumer also believe it. And the only way that you can believe in this is that the traceability and the transparency is very clear. Has to be truth.
Yes, thank you. Actually, in this, just before, I mean, I have also another question to you. From environmental point of view,
yeah.
It's environmental friendly, and this is no way. I mean, there is no question about that. Compared with the cost, can you give a figure? Probably it's more expensive than the virgin one.
Not necessary, because as I said, most of this industry is being already competitive as itself. We were already selling these products into the retailers. Now it's an added value. It's true that certain other products, like for example, this 10% of real post-consumer used. This is the workwear and the bed sheets. These products were coming from Asia. No way to do it here. Even you don't have looms here available to do these products, but they are coming back because of that. And in the fact that we bring the used workwear, and this is going for the Holland army. But what I see is, for example, in the United States and the north of Europe, there is more conscious on this. As you are paying more for electric car, as you are paying more for the ecological food, you are also, the people has to think, the final consumer has to think that if you want something that has this type of characteristics, as these guys are making technological fabrics, there has to be a space for that.
Yes.
This is out of the price. Let me tell you, I'm getting back these garments, and the cost of it is 2 cents per kilo, because they can use it for other purposes also. So the cost of doing this is not, we can really tell them, don't burn any more garments. We can use it all.
Yes.
Either on the yarn again, but not necessarily. We can do also other products, as we have seen here. Okay? But in terms of price, we were competitive already, and we still, because we have our own differentiation, but now we have an added value in the apparel business. But on other products, yes, they were buying at 1.225 euros the meter, and ours is 250. But they want it because it's different. If you make 50 millions of meters of workwear, why not to make 1 million? Or 2 for the ecological purpose? And we will see what happens.
Good luck. Thank you very much. So next question, please. Our colleague there, please.
Hi, my name is Oleg Palchik from Texsolute. Israel. Regarding the optical fibers and all these textiles, you are using polymer optical fibers, I presume.
Yes.
But these fibers, it's like monofilaments. They're not really flexible. Basically, you are constrained for more or less rigid application. Is it correct?
Yes, it is correct. Indeed, it is more rigid than traditional textile yarns. Thus, it depends on the type of fiber we are using, because in the polymer optical fibers we are buying, there are several diameters, and the smallest one is still kind of flexible. But still, as you saw, we are mostly developing technical application. So indeed, for fashion or for garment, it would be a problem to have something too much rigid. Here, generally, it's okay.
Additional small question. In general, these fibers, because you're producing some kind of defects on the surface of these fibers, you're constrained to the size of the parts that you are making, because you're losing a lot of light, no?
It is a huge part of our knowledge, of our know-how, to apply the right treatment to have a homogeneous light on every length, because we are able to produce a woven fabric up to 3 meters, and we can have a homogeneous light on 5 centimeters long or on 3 meters long.
Thank you very much. Unfortunately, we don't have more time for questions. So we thank you very much, Georgios Mataev, Constant, Moretti, and Vitor Paiva